Have you ever noticed how some people in their 70s still carry groceries with ease, climb stairs without stopping, and even keep up with their grandkids, while others begin to lose strength, energy, and independence much earlier? Here's the surprising truth. It's not always about working out harder, and it's definitely not about buying expensive protein powders. Very often, the difference comes down to simple, affordable foods that seniors either do or don't eat. And no, I'm not talking about $30 tubs of supplements. In fact, the 7 protein-rich foods I'm about to share can all be found in the budget aisle of your local grocery store. Some cost less than 50 cents per serving, and yet they can help you build muscle faster than the products that cost 20 times more. But before I reveal them, here's a quick quiz. What percentage of muscle do we naturally lose each year after the age of 50? Is it 1%, 2%, or 5%? The answer is between 1 and 2% every year. That might not sound like much, but over decades it can add up to nearly 1/3 of your total strength by the time you hit 80. The good news? With the right foods, you can slow or even reverse that decline. Let's dive into the list, starting with one of my personal favorites. 1. Eggs. Simple, cheap, and powerful. At just about 20 cents per egg, you're getting one of the most complete sources of protein nature has to offer. Here's a question. Do you think the protein is mainly in the egg white, the yolk, or both? Most people say the white, but the truth is that half of the protein is in the yolk, along with vitamin D, choline, and leucine, all of which are crucial for muscle growth. A University of Illinois study even found that eating whole eggs after exercise gave a 40% better muscle response than eating just the whites. Take John, a retired teacher. For years, he avoided yolks because of cholesterol fears. But when he started eating 2 whole eggs for breakfast most days, paired with vegetables, his energy and grip strength improved within months. 2. Lentils. Next, let's talk about one of the cheapest muscle-building foods you'll ever find, lentils. Pop quiz. How much do you think a cooked cup of lentils costs? Under 50 cents, around $1, or $2? The answer? Usually under 50 cents per serving, and that cup packs about 18 grams of protein, plus iron, fiber, and B vitamins. Think about Maria, 68 years old. She always felt tired in the afternoons. Her doctor thought it was just aging, but it turned out she was mildly anemic. When she added lentil soup twice a week, her iron improved, her energy came back, and her muscle recovery from walks got noticeably better. 3. Canned tuna. Here's a classic, canned tuna. At about $1 per can, you get 22 grams of lean, high-quality protein. Question for you. Which do you think has higher protein quality? Tuna or expensive whey protein powder? Believe it or not, tuna protein is more bioavailable, meaning your body actually absorbs it better. Plus, it doesn't spoil quickly. One senior I met, David, started making tuna patties with eggs and oats instead of buying protein shakes. Not only did he save money, but after a few months, his walking speed test at the clinic improved. 4. Greek yogurt. Let's switch to something creamy and versatile. Greek yogurt. Quiz time. What makes Greek yogurt more powerful for muscle than regular yogurt? Answer. It contains both fast-digesting whey for immediate repair and slow-digesting casein for steady muscle feeding. That combo is rare and especially valuable for seniors. For less than $1 a serving, you get 20 grams of protein plus probiotics for gut health. And here's why that matters. When your gut is healthier, your body uses protein more effectively. One woman, Linda, swapped her nightly ice cream bowl for Greek yogurt with berries and honey. She not only noticed stronger legs but also better digestion. 5. Sardines. Now here's a food that makes some people wrinkle their nose, sardines. But don't click away yet. 1 can of sardines has about 23 grams of protein and costs around $1.25. But the real power comes from omega-3 fats, which reduce inflammation that eats away at muscle tissue as we age. In fact, Seniors who ate fatty fish like sardines twice a week preserved more strength over 3 years than those who didn't. And bonus, sardines come with soft edible bones that give you calcium for bone health. Imagine saving your independence because of a food that costs less than a cup of coffee. That's the power of sardines. 6. Beans. Now let's talk beans. Black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, all fantastic. Here's a little test. What do beans give you besides protein, fiber, magnesium, or antioxidants? The answer is all three. A study in the Journal of Nutrition followed seniors for 5 years and found those who ate beans regularly had better muscle mass and fewer falls. Why? Because beans don't just feed your muscles, they also feed your gut bacteria, which improves absorption of every other nutrient you eat. At just 10 cents per serving, beans might be the best strength insurance policy you'll ever buy. The answer is all three. A study in the Journal of Nutrition followed seniors for 5 years and found those who ate beans regularly had better muscle mass and fewer falls. Why? Because beans don't just feed your muscles, they also feed your gut bacteria, which improves absorption of every other nutrient you eat. At just 10 cents per serving, beans might be the best strength insurance policy you'll ever buy. 7. Cottage cheese. Finally, cottage cheese. Old-fashioned? Maybe, but it's a secret weapon. Here's a quiz. What type of protein is most abundant in cottage cheese? Whey, casein, or soy? Answer: casein, a slow-digesting protein that keeps feeding your muscles for hours, even while you sleep. That's why researchers found seniors who ate cottage cheese at night actually woke up with stronger muscle recovery. And it costs just pennies per gram of protein. Tom, age 72, makes a simple habit: a small bowl of cottage cheese with fruit before bed. He says it's the one change that kept his strength steady year after year. Final recap. So let's recap quickly. Our 7 cheap, high-protein foods for seniors are eggs, lentils, tuna, Greek yogurt, sardines, beans, cottage cheese. Now for one last quiz. If you had to pick just 2 of these foods to add this week, which would they be? Remember, you don't need expensive powders or miracle supplements. Some of the best muscle-building nutrition is sitting quietly on the shelves of your nearest grocery store, waiting for you to take advantage of it. So the real question is, which one are you going to try first?